All right, what's up, guys? Thanks so much for joining. If you don't know who I am, my name is Corey Kulik. We're also here with Will Bernard. Guys, we put together a really cool, program for you. This is beta program, so obviously, that's why we landed in this group. We're just starting out, but we got some really cool things to go over with you. I'm going to go ahead and jump into my slide presentation. I put the little PowerPoint presentation together, which I don't do, so don't laugh. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys can see this. Go ahead and give me I can see it in the chat if you can see it. All right. Looks like we are good to go. So welcome, rock stars. Again, my name is Corey Kulik, a.k.a. Coach Corey. If you've been around Facebook, I used to have my own profile back in the day, but, it got deleted, so I'm not on Facebook anymore. And then my business partner here, Will Bernard, a.k.a. the Nard Dog, which is funny because I never actually called you Nard Dog before right now.
No.
But when I was putting together this presentation, it just came to my mind because of the show The Office, and I love that show. And I was like, dude, I'm totally calling him Nard Dog from now on.
I think I'm going to go with that.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, so, who are we? I mean, does it really matter? It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to bore you with a 45-minute speech of our background and what we've done and where we're at and where we're going and all that kind of stuff. So let's just go ahead and move on, right? So what you guys are going to be a part of, if you decide to be a part of this beta group, is we are going to help you start, scale, and grow a digital agency, right? So what is a digital agency? Simply put, it's a business that helps provide their expertise in online marketing for small businesses, right? Especially for service-based businesses. So those kind of services, what they do is basically we either create websites for them or help them with their SEO, their Google My Business, paid ad campaigns, social media marketing, and more. A lot of small businesses, especially the service-based businesses, don't know how to do any of this stuff, right? Or they don't have the time. So we provide a service for them to help them get ranked on Google, to help them get more free organic traffic through Google My Business and SEO. But we're also going to show you guys how to do paid advertising stuff going down the road. But for right now, guys, we're just going to focus on the website design and actually selling them a website that's going to help them convert customers that are searching for their service or business, right? So why are you here? Money, right? Like obviously you wouldn't be here if you didn't have some kind of interest in trying to make some more money. And I know why I'm here. That's why I started doing this myself, trying to get out of the 9-to-5 job and just move forward with my life and start working for myself rather than somebody else. So who are we looking for? We're looking for people that are action takers, that are self-motivators, right? Competitors, because we're going to, like me as a coach, guys, I love to try to get the absolute best out of everybody. And I love driving that competitor spirit, and that's going to be definitely happening inside of this group as well as inside of our community, right? But we're also looking for people that are just hungry for success. I mean, I'm talking like starving. Like if you're willing to skip a meal to pick up the phone, right? That's the kind of person that we're looking for. So lastly, people that aren't afraid to pick up the phone, because yes, if you're going to sell a website to a small service business or whatever, you do have to pick up the phone and talk to them and, be friendly and all that kind of stuff. So we don't want anybody that's afraid to pick up the phone and call a business and talk to them and try to get them to sell. So what you'll be doing, inside of this system, guys, we're putting together a whole system. It's what I call the crawl, walk, run method. So basically, you got to learn how to crawl before you can walk, and then you got to learn how to walk before you can run, right? So to run a full-scale agency with all the things that go into it, there's a lot that goes into it. But again, we're going to focus on just the crawl side of things right now. And that is just simply, like I said, cold calling and selling websites to service-based businesses. So we'll have you guys pick a niche or an industry, whatever you want to call it. So just think like plumbers, electricians, maybe carpenters, all different things. We're going to have a list of niches that you guys can choose from. We're going to ask that you pick one of those niches. It doesn't matter if you have any experience, guys. It doesn't matter if you know anything about the niche. Of course, if you do know something about it, or if you've worked in that industry before, then you're going to have probably a little bit better chance of converting those people, because you're going to be able to talk the language, right? And ultimately, at the end of the day, when it comes to sales, it's all about talking the language of the people that you're trying to sell to. And then ultimately, like I said, we're going to have you guys pick a town or a city that you want to target. I would suggest picking one that's going to be, maybe in a time zone that is congruent to what you're trying to do, right? So if you live on the East Coast and you can only make phone calls on your lunch while you're at work, that's what I did when I first started doing this. If that's the only time that you have to call people, try to find a city maybe on the West Coast to where it's earlier in the morning for them, to pick up that phone call. Or, vice versa, just try to pick a time zone that those people, the business owners, are going to be available. Try not to call them on lunch, and then don't call them after hours, because obviously nobody wants to be interrupted, when they're not like actually at work. So that is that part of it. And what we'll do for you, guys, we're going to give you a list of the actual contacts to call. So you don't have to worry about trying to find people to call. You don't have to worry about finding the businesses. We're going to do all of that for you. All you have to do, again, is give us the niche or the industry that you want to target, and also the location that you want to target. And we will give you guys unlimited leads in that area. If you run out of leads in that area, we'll just pick another area and we'll keep on going. We can feed you leads all day, every day. And in the future, guys, we're going to actually give you that tool, the tool that we use to get the leads, and show you how to use it. But that will all come later down the road. But just to get started, guys, that's all we're going to do. We're going to give you the list of all the contacts, all their information. We'll show you if they have a website or not. We'll give you a link to the website so you can actually check it out before you call the customer if they do have one. And then that way you can tell them different ways of improving their website, or how our websites will be able to improve their business. Now, it's going to be completely, everything's going to be completely handled for you as soon as you make the sale. So as soon as you get a customer that's like, yeah, I'm on board, I'm going to buy. From that point on, guys, we will take care of everything for you. We will build the funnels for you. We'll take care of the customers for you. All you got to do is check back in once the website's up, which will let you know when that happens. It usually takes, about 2 to 3 weeks to build the website. Typically, we can get that done a lot faster, maybe 7 to 10 days instead of the 2 to 3 weeks. But we just tell you 2 to 3 weeks so that you can tell your customers or clients that. That way, when you guys deliver it in a week or under 2 weeks, they're just that much more wowed by your efforts and getting it done, right? Now, once you make a sale, you'll also get paid 72 hours after that sale, right? And then we're also going to have some bonuses for you. So I'm going to get into that here a little bit more, give you a little bit more on the actual payment structure of it and how it's all going to work. So how much do you make? Guys, you're going to make $500 for every sale that you make, right? So we are selling these websites for $1,500. So that's what you're going to be selling them to your clients for. As soon as the sale is made, 72 hours later, you're going to get $500 in your pocket, right? In your bank, whatever Stripe or PayPal or whatever you decide to use, we can kind of figure that out once we get inside. But $500 for sale is the minimum that you'll make, guys. And but wait, there's more, right? Because we're going to do also a 100% matching bonus for your first sale. So it's what we call like our fast action, bonus. And instead of getting $500 for the first sale, you're actually going to make $1,000 for your first website sale. So double it. After that, though, everything's going to be back down to the $500 per sale. But we just wanted to encourage you to get you going fast, get you that $1,000 right off the bat. That's going to be on your very first sale. But since you guys are also going to be inside of this beta group, guys, we're launching a beta group contest, right? Because who doesn't like competition? Just like I said, as a coach, I'm all about, creating that competition, that competitive atmosphere, because I know that that's what really brings out the best of everybody. Competition originally wasn't a me versus you or a winner and a loser, right? In the Greek, whatever you want to call it, originally competition was based off of me doing my very best against you doing your very best. and then together we'll do it better, right? And that's kind of my catchphrase has always been together we'll do it better. But basically, guys, that's what this contest is for, right? Contest is going to start right now. It's going to go to the first of the month, and there's going to be cash prizes for the top 3 salespeople in the company. And this is how it's going to work. First place prize is going to get a 100% matching bonus on all sales. So again, instead of making only $500 per sale, you're going to be getting $1,000 per sale for every sale that you have until the first. And and that's it. So instead of the $500. If you come in second place, we're going to do a 50% matching bonus on all sales. So again, you're going to get $750 instead of the $500 on every single sale that you make, including the original $1,000 sale that you'll get on your very first one. And then finally, third place is going to get a 25% matching bonus on all sales. And that's $625 for every sale, plus that original $1,000 for the first sale that you make. And that's how it's going to work. So top 3 people are going to be getting those extra bonuses. It's going to be super, super cool. And just think, you're all doing the same amount of work, but you can easily bump it up, bump up your commission 25, 50, 100%. So it's going to be super cool. So let me ask you this. If I give you a pair of dice and I told you that you have a 1 in 36 chance of rolling snake eyes, just the 1 in 1, and I'm going to give you $500 every single time that it hits snake eyes, how many times are you going to roll the dice? Are you here? Are you ready right now to roll the dice on this? I mean, I'm talking just picking up a phone and answering, because right now, guys, the people that do this process are closing on average at least 1 out of 25 phone calls, right? That's only 5 calls a day. You can easily knock that out on your lunch, right? I've been doing it. It's super easy. Phone calls usually take 5-10 minutes tops, and you can move on to the next one. So making 5 calls a day, guys, that means you're going to be closing probably 1 a week. That's 4 per month. And if it's only the $500, you're talking $2,000 extra a month for just 4 sales. Of course, if you end up being the winner of our contest, you're going to be getting all the bonuses and stuff. So that's just more money in the bank. I don't know about you, but I know myself personally. Give me those dice, baby. Let's roll. So if you're ready to jump in on this and you're ready to go all in and get going, all you got to do is text your name and I'm ready to 817-471-6894. That is my personal cell phone number, guys. I'm going to be your coach throughout this whole process. And that's it, right? Like, I want you to be on board. But if you're going to do this, guys, if you're going to, send me a text or whatever, just be prepared to go out there and start crushing it, because I do not work with losers. I do not want people that are afraid to pick up the phone. That's why I'm asking you to do it right now, right? Pick up the phone, text me, I'm ready, and we're going to get this thing going. And best part, guys, I didn't even mention this, right? It costs you absolutely nothing to start. So we're going to give you all the leads that you need. We're going to give you all the information that you need. We're going to build the websites for you guys. Nothing comes out of pocket for you, completely free. All you got to do is be willing to pick up the phone. Like I said, 5 phone calls a day, and you can easily be making an extra $2,000 a month. So if you're in, there it is. Shoot me a text saying I'm ready with your name. That way I know who you are, and I'm going to follow up with you guys, in the next few days and get you guys rocking and rolling.
And to add on just a little bit on top of that, I was a call center manager for probably about 10 years. Every time we had a class, and I trained about 30 to 60 new people every single month, and the first call was the hardest. And we had people listening to the call, examining the call, questioning everything they did on the call. You're not going to have anybody listening. If you mess up a call, move on to the next one. Get over your fear. Just pick up the phone, dial some numbers, and see what happens. The worst thing that could happen is you get $1,000. Right. Or no.
Right. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, you have nothing to be afraid of. Just be real. Don't go into it like with the mindset of I need to make this sale or I really want to make this sale. Like, just be real. These are real people with real businesses that they're trying to better, and all you're going to do is help them out and better their business by helping them grow, especially through a website, right? So I see there was a question in the chat asking about the website. So how do I do that? Let's see. Let me stop sharing this, and I'm going to share another screen so that you guys can see what that will look like if I have it.
Pull website examples.
Yeah, pull up some website example. That's what I was trying to do. Let me see where they're at. Hang on a second, guys. Let me exit out of my show.
And while he's doing that, I just wanted to emphasize, or just let everyone know that the $1,500 that we're charging for the completely done for you service includes the domain name, the domain hosting, the SSL certificate to make sure all of their payments are secure. So their customers are secure. These are people that don't have websites. They're missing 60 to 70% of the sales they don't even know about. And if I dare you, pick up the phone right now, call anybody in your city and say, how much is a done for you website service? I guarantee you it's going to be in the $3,000-$4,000 range. And we're doing them for just $1,500.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it should be a real simple call. I mean, you can even sell your clients just on that fact, because again, we've done the research and we've looked at different places around. Now on the screen, I pulled up like an example of what we'll have you guys be using basically to get these clients. But the typical website will run anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000-$10,000 depending on how advanced it gets. But again, we are selling service-based industry. So like here on the screen, you see vehicle wraps. That's what this one's for. But we are selling high converting websites. Now in our industry, we call them funnels, right? Chances are you know what a funnel is. Don't ever say the word funnel to a client because they don't know. Like they know websites or web pages. You can pick one of those two terms. Don't use funnels. But basically all we're doing is we're selling them a funnel that's going to get them the action that they need from the client, right? So let's just grab one for an example. Now you click on this, and this design that we're showing guys, like this little template, is actually what you're going to be sending to your clients or potential clients in an email, right? So this is what the email would look like. Inside the email, you're going to have all these different ones that they can kind of choose from. They're going to say, yes, I'm interested, and that's going to forward on the information from them to us so that we can get them going with what website they decide to go with. But as you can see, guys, we're going to have all this all set up. Here's a good example of one that'd be high converting because it's got a little sales form up front. But you're literally sending this to your potential client. They're looking at it going, wow, these websites look great. Because they do, right? Do they not look great? I think they look freaking sweet. Like, makes me want to go get my bean, right? So these are what we're selling. Again, $1,500 is super cheap. Most places are charging over $2,000 plus, $90 a month for hosting and, all this kind of BS that doesn't really, need to come into play. But the thing is a lot of companies don't know that, right? Like these poor business owners, they don't know that it's, pennies on the dollar to host, right? Or a lot of website creation places do free hosting or whatever. So all these, bigger name agencies are charging them all this extra money that they really don't need to be spending, right? And they're going to thank you for that. And then later down the road, guys, that's when we go into the walk and the run part of the things, right? So let me go over that really quickly. So in the walk, we are going to go from just selling them websites to starting to optimize their Google My Business and also like social media, like building their social media presence, right? That's kind of the second stage of the thing, because again, those are free methods of getting traffic to their website, but they have to have the website first, right? There's no point on delivering traffic to a dead website, right? Like that just doesn't make any sense at all. So you sell them on the website first, then we'll move up into the walk section, which is going to be showing them how to start getting free organic traffic. And that's going to increase their sales probably by 10%, anywhere between 10, 15% they can do just from the free organic stuff that we'll be teaching inside the walk. And then finally, we're going to move into the run, and the run is actually doing ads, right? Like running ads, just think of that, running Facebook ads, Google ads, and all of that should increase their sales and stuff by tenfold. But you want to make sure that you take them along this path, because if you just try running Google ads for them, there's a good chance that their business isn't actually structured to start taking on that many new clients at a time, right? So you're going to do all this work to get the ad set up and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to actually use it because they're not going to be able to fulfill all the people that are calling, right? So we take them on this journey. We get them to crawl, then we get them to walk, and then we get them to run, just like our kids, right? And that's actually why I call it the crawl, walk, run, because I have a 2-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old son, and that's the stages that they're in, right? Like, well, my son's not really crawling yet, but my daughter's like starting to run. And I just think it makes complete sense that that's the path that you want to show these businesses. And then they understand, okay, well, it's most important to get the website up first, which is why they'll be more than happy to pay the $1,500.
Right. And to extrapolate on that a little bit more, I mean, anybody that's gone through this entire COVID thing, every business owner, including probably a lot of you, have seen a very sharp decline in sales. And these local businesses that don't have websites out, they don't even know they're missing 75% of their traffic. Just explain that to them. We're doing it for half the cost of the local design agencies. You challenge them to call up one of the local design agency and price out what we're doing. I guarantee you they're going to call you back.
Yep, absolutely. And that's a huge sale right there. Like, again, like we've already done this research, guys. Like we know that it works, right? And we know the average number of calls, like I said, about 1 in 25 is getting closed, right? So just think it's always a numbers game. If you can call 100 people a day, you're probably going to get 4 sales a day, but it's all just going to be dependent on you. Again, I can't do it for you guys. All I can do is kind of lay out the path and keep you motivated and hopefully keep you going. But that's what we want you guys inside this group, communicating with each other. And, if something's working for you, let us know. And if something's working for us, we're going to let you know. And then together we'll do it better.
Yes, for sure.
You see any other questions there?
No, I haven't seen any other questions come through, so I think we're good. Anybody have any additional questions for us?
Yeah, if anybody's got any questions, let us know. It's hard, doing these Zoom meetings and stuff is kind of funny because you got to have your eyes like on 2 different places.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you're not missing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So all you're trying to do, again, is just sell a website to a service-based industry. Again, the list that we send you guys, we're going to try to send you as many people that don't have websites as possible because obviously that's the low-hanging fruit, right? If it's a small business that doesn't have a website, they definitely have to get one, period. It doesn't matter. But we'll also send you, inside that same list, it'll show you if they have a website or if they don't have a website. Some will have a website, but just check it, and then go back and let me share my screen one more time and show you guys that, those funnels, right? So just check your website and then check it against what you're working with, right? If you think this is a better website than what they got, then it should be a pretty easy sell to them. Obviously it looks nice and professional. There's some websites, I should have grabbed like an example of people that just have some crazy, stupid websites out there. Or they're like from the 1980s,
Yeah.
when the internet first started and you're like, dude, what the heck is going on with your website? And that's the other thing, right. And nowadays it's funny because back in the 80s, they probably spent, $10,000 to get a website built because nobody knew how to do it. And it probably took them a year to develop the website and they probably haven't made a change to it since. And now it's time to show them the new age, the new way of doing websites, especially with service-based industry. So one of the things that I always compare when I'm looking at websites is whether or not like they just have a ton of different services all listed out and kind of how that's structured. Because again, the funnel mindset, you want people to land on your website and then go exactly to where you want them. So I want them either picking up the phone and calling me, or I want them to fill out a form, right? Those are the only 2 things that I want them to do. I don't care if they go and look through a million different photos of my work. I don't care if they want to know how to contact me, outside into some other form tab or about me section or anything like that. It is, hey, I need my roof fixed. I don't need to go online and figure out that, you do all these other things and you donate to charity. I can give 2 shits, right? I just need that roof fixed so the water stops dripping in my roof, and that's exactly how we're going to help the businesses. We're just going to streamline those funnels, and our websites convert 20 to 30% better than the average website. So just keep that in mind. But
another thing to keep in mind, sorry to cut you off. I was just thinking about it. Keep it simple. Do not overcomplicate your pitch. Do not overcomplicate the sale. You'll run into a thing called buyer's fatigue. You offer them too many options. They just want to choose an option. Offer them an option. One, website. That's it. Just offer them a website, and tell them the benefits of a small business having a website, especially for all of these people that don't have one during COVID. They're going to see a very sharp increase in sales, and then we can come back later and do the add-on things. But for this particular thing, keep it simple. Website.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't mention that, but we will provide you with a little, like a phone script. But basically, you're gonna call up and say, hey, I saw that you don't have a website, or I saw that your website looks a little outdated, and I went ahead and put together a few samples of some different ones that I can customize for you. Where should I send it? That's all you have to say, right? Just what's a good email for me to send them, and then that's where this comes in. This is what you're gonna send them. Obviously, it doesn't have to say vehicle wraps up here or whatever. You can put your own little thing in the actual email itself, but you're just sending them samples, and they're gonna come through here, and then if their website is outdated, they're going to be like, wow, these ones are way better, right? And then that's where they can just click on whatever one they want and go from there. So,
and these are all just models. They're not, the customer can have them, any aspect of them customized, and they're mobile friendly. So people, 65% of the internet is on mobile today. So you really, really, really want a mobile optimized website. They're getting a fully designed, fully customized website. They just select one that they kind of like, and then they talk to our, the done for you, and change everything they don't like about it and make it themselves. And for half the price of the going rate, come on.
Right. Exactly. So jump on board, guys, and we'll see you around. I don't see any other questions.
No, I don't see anything.
So I think we're good to go.
Yep.
Again, let me do one more thing. I think, did I already close? Hang on a second. I wanted to share one last time, if I can. Let me figure. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be technical either, guys. Like, obviously, we're fumbling through this, but we are, we're doing it. So let me just share my number one more time, guys. If you're ready to go, all you have to do, pick up your phone right now, right? If you're not willing to pick up your phone right now, then I don't want you to pick up your phone at all, right? Text "I'm ready" in your name to 817-471-6894. I'm looking forward to hearing you guys. I can't wait to see your success, because as a coach, guys, first and foremost, I know that if you don't win, I don't win, right? There's never been a coach in the history of coaching that has been able to hold up the trophy at the end of the season if his team wins, right? I want to hold the trophy, but I want you to hold the trophy with me. And together, we'll do it better. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all a lot better. Will, always a pleasure, man. I'm excited about this. This is going to be so cool, man.
It is. One last parting thing that I wanted to say. Man, I really had my train of thought just a minute ago. But if there's no shame in saying, that this is not for you. If you want to PM me or Corey, PM me and say, I don't really think this is the thing for me. I would prefer you say that than have us coach you for 60 days and then you tell us. Just tell us right off the bat. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I hate to end on that note, but I just wanted to, put that out there.
No, I totally understand. Like, we, obviously it's going to take a certain type of person to be successful doing this, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's all there is to it. And I'm not saying that you're a loser if you can't be successful with it. If it sounds interesting though, and you want to give a shot at it, if you want to really take a swing, then take action right now. Do it. Text me. Like, I will help you. I will make sure that I break you out of your comfort zone, right? I'll get you comfortable on the phone. Even that means that we have this conversations. Just test runs and stuff like that, which I strongly suggest everybody in the group start practicing anyway, just calling each other and, practicing your calls before you start making calls. But at the end of the day, guys, it's just about being a friendly person who's trying to help somebody else out. And that's why this system is going to work so good for anybody that's willing to try.
And additionally, I'm going to be sending out a Google form later. I'll just post it in the group. Google thought I was actually talking to them on my cell phone. So I'll be sending out a Google form later so you can choose a list of preferred cities, a list of your preferred businesses and or niches. And then I'll look for, leads based on that criteria. And again, if this isn't for you, just let me know. That's all.
Yeah, and stick around the group and see if anybody, see what kind of success other people are having too, and but either way, it's not going to make or break us, guys. We want you to be successful. Again, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that you're successful if you do decide to go down this road. And if not, it's not going to cost you anything, right? Again, it's free to join. You're going to get $500 per sale. You're going to make $1,000 on your first sale, right, for that fast action bonus. You're going to get $1,000 per sale if you're the top salesperson, which would be awesome, right? $750 for second place, $625 for third place. Worst case scenario, you guys, you're paying nothing. You're making $500 per sale, right? Make 1-2 sales. Would that not, help you out with some bills?
Yeah.
I know it would me. But that's it, man. You guys, rock and roll. I'm looking forward to getting to know you more, like I said before. And let's do this.
Let's do it. All right, everybody good to go?